everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I am Crispy, and today we are back on my fall island of Mosshaven. This island is part of Crossing Maniac's Halloween challenge. It is a 3-month design challenge that started at the end of August and goes until the end of November. And you can pick builds from the fall or from the Halloween section, or you can mix it up and choose builds from both, which is what I'm doing, the mix it up option. And so the link to this challenge will be in the details below. Also, this island is part of Kaylee Games' Friendsgiving Collaboration, which is a 3-month collaboration among a lot of people. A lot of the community and content creators are doing this challenge, this collaboration. And there is 6 different builds that you can do for this collaboration. I worked on this hay maze last time, and I did change it up a little bit. I picked up the wheat fields because they were so laggy, and I found this hay code and put it on the ground, which I really like. I also added a few different, I added the green spooky scarecrow instead of the spooky towers. So I really like this. I'm not sure if I'll add the wheat fields back before I set the DA or not, but I also forgot to add the hedge maze sign here, so I did add that. Also, this alleyway here was only one tile wide, and the other side is 2. So I went ahead and scooted my hedge maze over a few tiles so that I could put a tractor here. So it's like the tractor pulls the float. So I just wanted the float to be pulled by something. So that is what I did, and then I always try to turn there. This is the road, Crispy. I went ahead and downloaded the rest of this dirt path so that I could turn the road here, because I just have I had these single skinny paths, and I didn't have any of the other pieces to be able to turn the road, so I wanted to be able to turn it. And so today what I want to work on is this area right here. I've already put some plank pathing down, and of course Teddy is here in the way. But I want to work on a cider stand, so I picked up all the flowers that were right there. I'm going to put a cider stand down here because that is one of the choices that you can choose for the Halloween challenge. So I'm going to put that here, and I'm not sure, I might just do like the mossy path or the more of this yellow and orange flower code to lead over here to the cider stand. But then if we have time, I'd like to fill in the rest of this transition area, because I had a house here before, and instead I have terraformed and planned out the rest of my island. I just did it for a members video so that I could finish terraforming and planning out the island, so I know where my houses are gonna go, and I am not gonna put one here. So I think what I'm gonna do is change up this terraforming a little bit. I'm gonna bring this cliff around down here, I think, because I don't know what else to put over here. This is leading to my entrance, and so I don't know what else to put here, but I'll figure that out later. The first thing I want to do is work on this cider stand here, and then we'll see how much time we have. All right, so let's get started. Alright, so just as I suspected, this build did not take me very long at all, and I didn't think that I was going to, because the market didn't take me too long, but I had forgot to put some kind of a path around the planks, so I did go ahead and add that in. But yeah, it didn't take me too long. It wasn't a huge area, and so I decided to just keep going and do the transition area between here and the entrance. And then I also decided to just cut all of the path laying out other than just this little bit around the planks so that I could keep going. And I decided to do the beaches around this area just so that they were done. So I definitely took a page out of April Honey's book. I've been watching her one color challenge and loving it so much. And she has been doing the beaches as she goes. As she works on an area beside the beach, she does the beach. And so I just thought that that was so much better than procrastinating like I usually do and waiting until the very end to do the beaches. So I decided that I would go ahead and just do the ones that are around here. So the one behind this build that you can see and the one in front of it. And then all the way down and around towards my entrance. So that at the end I won't have to go, oh, I have to do my beaches. I might save a little bit until the end. I don't know, we'll see. But I'm gonna try my best to do them as I go, and also my interiors, because I just did my 30th house on HHP, so I should be able to do the exteriors and the interiors whenever I decorate the neighborhoods. So I got the green apple crate downloaded, and then I also found this green pear crate. So I thought I would do a mixture of both the green apple and the pear. You know, you can have other flavors of cider, right? Is that a thing? I don't even know if I've had another flavor of cider other than apple, but I'm just saying it's a thing. So it's a thing. But yeah, I just didn't want anything that was too red because I hadn't really used red on this island, and so I wanted to stay true to my colors and stay with the color scheme that I have been doing. So there's not really an apple cider in this game, but there is a sparkling cider, and so I did grab that. And I have seen people use the soup pot as what a little kettle that cider might be in to keep it warm. And so I loved that idea. And the little glass jar kind of looks like it has some pears or some, iced cider. I don't know. It's a really, really cute. But when I grabbed the decorative bottles, I grabbed the wrong color, so I did switch those out to a more green color, but then I just customized them with the apple cider custom design that I use on the glass jar, on the paper bag, on the sign, on pretty much everything. So and I decided to use these little wooden stools by the Simple Table, and I thought that they matched the color pretty well. So I thought it was really cute, and I decided to just duplicate those tables and do like a seating area on the beach. So I thought that that was cute because the farmer's market is nearby. The orchard is nearby, and so, you can grab your cider, grab your baked goods at the farmer's market, and sit on the beach at a table and enjoy some yummy food. And I think that the yuzu, is that how you say it, barrel there, that it's just perfect for this build because it looks like bobbing for apples. But now we're already on to the next build. So that was pretty fast, and I will show you the finished product at the end. But I just wanted to try to cut out most of the path laying because I know that part, it takes a while and it's not very interesting to watch. So I tried to cut most of that out. But I just wanted to bring this cliff around, and I wanted to try to do a little bit more waterscaping. I was gonna bring the cliff all the way down to the beach, but then I realized that the mossy path at the entrance kind of curves around towards this area that I'm standing in, and so I didn't want the path to just go nowhere and, you know, just completely stop right in front of a cliff. So what I ended up doing is just stopping this cliff here right at the path in the front, and then I just brought it around, and I made sure that you could get to the beaches because I want to try to leave all of my beaches accessible other than the secret beach. I've already cut the secret beach off and I'm fine with that. It was in my way. I was doing some like neighborhood builds back there, and my secret beach is kind of in the middle of my map, which I did love, but it's also just kind of in my way when I was trying to make some cliffs behind some houses. Yeah, so I ended up just, you know, doing the cliffs and not worrying about the secret beach. It's just such a tiny beach anyway, and this is a fall island. It's not like it's, you know, that big of a deal, so I wasn't worried about it. There's nothing in any of the rules that says you have to decorate your secret beach, so there you go. But this does fill up the space pretty well. I would have liked to maybe make it a little bit skinnier so that I could fit a bigger path going by here, but I also wanted there to be a second level up top because I love my two-tiered waterfalls, and so I guess I could have just filled it up there with some trees and bushes and flowers and not worried about this, but I did have to make it wider if I was going to do any kind of cliff up there with waterscaping. So I just sacrificed the walkway a little bit, and the reason was I wanted this water to be able to come across. I like to curve my waterfalls so that it's not just one coming out of the top. It's, you know, it kind of makes a circular shape and I don't know, that just, it's very pleasing to me to make curved waterfalls and not just a singular waterfall. So that's what I tried to do. The spacing of this cliff was a little bit fiddly because it kind of goes out and in, and so I was trying to make it at least 3 wide, and I had to adjust it a bit because it goes like from a wider to a skinnier shape. So but I did get there in the end and was able to do a little bit more waterscaping. It's not the best waterscaping in the world, but at least it fills up the area, it gets the job done, and so I was happy with that. I did not know what else to put in this area, so that is what I decided to do. And then the beaches was just a last minute kind of decision, because when I was doing the cider stand, I wasn't sure if I was gonna have room for the table and the stools, and so I was like, well, I may have to put those on the beach if I don't have the space. And then I ended up having space to put one table and stools, so I just decided to go ahead and add some more, and that way you could have a seating area, more of a seating area, because there was just one on the peninsula. So I did have to pick up a few things here that I had put down when I did my entrance and adjust the water and land around the water a little bit, but I do like how it came out. I don't think that the little cliff on the top matters anyway, because it's pretty much covered up with decor around it, so it really didn't matter too much. I think it looks good on the map, so that's all that mattered. And so then I just started decorating the cliff with all of the same items that I've been doing. And so yeah, this island is really coming along. I have done almost the whole left side of my island. I have a choice next. I could do resident services because I haven't decorated that yet. Or I could work at the very back of my map. The last thing on the left here is probably the museum. So I could do that as well. So maybe I'll do a poll or just ask on my members tab that if what people want to see, because I don't know if it matters if people care which one I do first, but I have pretty much prepped all of the areas around my island, so I'm really super excited to just keep building. I'm loving the colors, and the path was a struggle because I really like to do a windy path, and some of the straight orchards, and straight farmers markets and the straight hedge maze was a little bit hard to fit in, but I think I've done okay with the path that I've used, and I have changed my mind a few times. I had downloaded this path that was just lines that you put on the light in-game dirt path, and I was gonna put the in-game dirt, the light dirt, as a road and have those lines going across it, and maybe just do some little splotches of the mossy path or the yellow and orange flowery path on top of it. But I really liked the idea of having more of like a dirt road where there was like tire tracks going down. It just really felt like small town country vibes to me, and so I really liked it, and it didn't take up as many code slots. It also wasn't so wild on my map with in-game pathing like all over the place. So yeah, that's why I just decided to do that. I totally got myself stuck up there. This game is so fiddly. It will not let you place things at an angle like hardly ever. And I was trying to place the bush at one angle and it said no, but then I turned around and did it from behind and it was like, okay, fine. I mean, really, game? What is up with that? I just don't understand it sometimes, but it's fine. Everything is fine. I just sometimes it allows you to and sometimes it doesn't, so it's just it's always, such a struggle for me, because I'm like, well, are you gonna let me place it or are you not? I did want to leave a walkway to the beach, so I just made like a little plank pathway here by my entrance, and then I brought the mossy path around. And so you can still access the beach here if you want to go to the beach, or you can go around to the left and you can access the beach from the left. I just like to make multiple ways to go because I don't know what people are going to want to do, if they're going to want to go left or right, and I don't want people to feel trapped on the island and not know, you know, which way to go. I mean, sometimes it happens anyway, but I just try my best to make it as accessible as possible. And I did have to time travel in order to move these two houses because Sydney and Static were here on the beach. I had a lot of my houses on the beach and I've been moving them to their final places that they're going to be, the neighborhoods, and so I've grouped them in colors so that all the purples can be in an area and all the greens can be in an area and the oranges. And originally I was going to have yellow. I was going to have a few yellow. I was going to have Cousteau and Goldie on this island, but I ended up keeping Sydney when she wasn't in my initial list, and I ended up keeping Tad because I found him before I found Henry, and I absolutely love Tad so much. He's one of my all-time favorite villagers. I love the frogs so much, so I had to keep him. But now I am just doing this little transition area here by the cider stand, and then we will finish off with the beaches. And the beaches I kept pretty simple. There's just some seating areas, and then I did a few pumpkins, and I used the spooky towers and the spooky lanterns sets, and I just tried to stagger them a little bit. And I thought, if this is a fall festival area, they're probably going to have a whole bunch of pumpkins around for decorations. So I just thought that it made sense. So then I decided in the final build to do an outdoor movie area because I absolutely love doing outdoor movie areas. It's like one of my favorite things, and I didn't know if I was going to have room anywhere else on the island, so I just decided to do it on one of my bigger beaches, and I thought that it was really cute and it turned out really well, so I'm glad that I did it. But I just put some of this yellow and orange path down just so that there was some kind of path down, and in my mind I thought in the fall there's going to be a lot of leaves falling. And in the fall, you know, my yard is covered in leaves. So to me, this path just looks very leafy and like a pile of leaves. So, but now I'm just working on the little seating areas right here by the cider stand. And I really love the combination of the simple table with the wooden stools. I just think that they're so cute, and I've never used this combination before, but I absolutely love it. I just wanted there to be some yummy baked goods like apple pie, and I think the other one is a pear tart. So and then some of the cider. And yeah, I think it turned out really cute. Just a simple little seating area. And then I also ended up doing a simple little seating area on the rock too, because I had a huge rock here to decorate. So I just used a few tourist telescopes because I thought you might, you know, look through them out onto the water. And then I put the mossy path down because I thought it made sense on the rocks. and just use some of the bistro tables with the director chairs. I never know what chairs to use with the bistro tables, but my good friend Lumi Moon Plays used some director chairs on one of her islands with the bistro tables, and I just thought that they looked like they went together, especially if you customize them in the same way. And so now I'm just working on the last finishing touches for the beaches, just putting a few of the spooky items around just as some filler between my seating area and the outdoor picnic. And I used a variation of the colors that I have been using on the island. And I wish that they didn't have the faces on them so that you could turn them, but I just faced them from behind and it was fine. But I do wish that you could customize that face to be on or off. I really do. I don't understand why you can customize the color but not the face, but it's fine. And I did bring in a glowing moss boulder here with a butterfly just to fill in the space here and to give that pop of purple. And then I started on the movie area. And so for the movie area, I saw inspiration on Pinterest for like a fall or Halloween movie area where, you know, you might have a movie at a fall festival or a pumpkin patch, and so maybe you're enjoying some candy that you got at the festival and enjoying an outdoor movie. And so I thought it was a really, really cute idea. So I just dropped some candy around and put some more of the spooky items around. And then I just placed a couple of the beach towels and customized them, and a few of the hay bales because you might sit on the hay and watch the movie. And I thought it turned out really cute. I think it fills in the space really nicely, and yeah, I really like how it came out. At first I used the projection screen that was in the white version, and I just thought it was too bright, so I ended up changing it out for the black version. But I just have the fabrics that I've been using. I customized the beach towels in the same colors, and the spooky treats basket actually has some purple in it, so I was really happy to bring in that pop of purple where I could, because none of the spooky items are purple. So then I just dropped some candy around, and I think that it turned out really cute. You can still see the orange candy on the orange blanket, even though it's a little bit camouflaged. I think you can still see it pretty well. This is probably going to be at early morning island, so I think you will still be able to see it pretty well. So yeah, but this is pretty much the end of our build. I hope that you guys enjoyed. I hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you are in the world. And thank you so much for watching, and thank you to all of my members. I appreciate you so much, and I will show the final walkthrough in just a moment with my little helper. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you so much. And we are done, and I have my helper here.
Hello.
Ready to see it?
Yeah.
Today we built a cider stand and decorated some of the beach. Are you surprised?
Yeah, very, actually.
I know. This is the cider stand.
Oh, that's cute.
I chose green apples, of course, because it matches the island. And then I got a pear crate coat as well. And then I put a seating area over here. And another one on this beach with some tourist telescopes.
It's cute. I like it.
And then just some pumpkin decoration. And
movie theater. Yay!
outdoor movie theater.
I love it.
And I just dropped some candy around because, you know, they might be
Gonna spawn.
snacking on some candy.
Yeah.
Ants, yeah, they might, but that's okay.
It
And
still
then
looks cute.
I changed my cliff a little bit and brought it out, so that filled in all of this area.
I like it.
So there we go. All of this side is done, other than like the top left. But
Yeah.
All right, you ready to say bye?
Yeah. Bye. Make sure to like and subscribe.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.